Atlantia vivere, Atlantia vincere, Atlantia victor, Atlantia vivere, Agartha vivere, Shambhala vivere, Lemuria vivere, Urantia vivere, Akasha vivere, Dracona vivere, Lir, Surka vivere, the Insect Civilization, the Horse Civilization, the Cat Civilization, and the Wolf Civilization vivere. This film or video is an appeal for the Great Duke of Luxembourg, about whom I know that he is leading the general German and maybe even the whole European and American civilization. That is because the Dutch and the Belgium is a vassal of the Dutch kingdom, and the Dutch kingdom is a vassal of the Grand Duke of Luxembourg, and also the Dutch people have conquered Britain in the times of Stuart II, who died in prison, and they have replaced the red apples with orange apples, and also after that Portugal conquered anyway, it does not matter. New Amsterdam became New York, so therefore the colonies, the American colonies, became independent on 4th of July 1776, but in 1814 I believe they were conquered again, and Washington was again conquered, the city of Washington, by the common Dutch and British army. So the Grand Duke of Luxembourg is the ruler of all, with the exception of our Viking alliance, which is led by Norway, by the King Harald V of Norway. And as I am a righteous ruler of the southern Vikings of Russia and Romania, there are 2 more months before my inauguration, because on 16th of January 1979 I was born, so therefore on 16th of January 2017 I shall be 38 years of age, and I'm a Dovahkiin, I'm a child of 2 worlds, of Atlantia and Dracona, and I was in the test of the male dragon since I was 33 years old and 3 months, and now I'm 37 years old and 10 months, and 37 years old and 7 months period has passed, and also another 3 months period has passed, as in Macedonia. Anyway, it doesn't matter. What I wish to speak about is the new world war, the nuclear war. I was informed yesterday by my American Illuminati contact called Dracula, or Andrei Cristian Tataru, that a new world war will come before Christmas this year. Billions of people will be killed in a nuclear war between Russia and China on one hand and NATO on the other hand. The Russian forces shall invade Romania and Poland through the Podolic Plains, and Ukraine and Moldova, and perhaps even Finland, Sweden, Norway, and so on and so forth, and also Turkey. And after that the Chinese armies shall come and they shall invade Russia, and there will be a limited tactical nuclear exchange in the Middle East, and Jerusalem shall be destroyed to be rebuilt again, and so on and so forth. It does not matter. And also the Chinese shall invade the Americans in Alaska, like it happened during the Vietnam War 40 years ago in 1968. So, what are we going to do now? Perhaps I should mention that I am a prince, a great imperial prince of Russia, and I am also prince of Macedonia. I'm the king of the great city of Argos, which is the capital of Macedonia, the undefeated and sacred city of Argos, from which the great expedition of the Argonauts came. And I'm a man of steel, a man of bronze, and a man of iron, a true sailor. Papa the sailor man, Papa the sailor man, Lucian the reptile man. Anyway, it does not matter. what I wish to talk with you is why we allow ourselves to be played by the Illuminati, because the Illuminati have installed in Kremlin a puppet called Putin. Vladimir Putin is not Vladimir Putin, the old one. He's an American actor, and they know everything about us, all our plans they know. So they know that the disposition of our forces, they know that the invasion will come to the Podolic plain in Ukraine and Poland. They know about the coming invasion of China. They also have high spies in Chinese government. They know what Brazil, what India, what North Korea shall do, and so on and so forth. And of course they also know what their American President Trump will do. They already know it, they already figure it out, yes. So we are all puppets in the great play, and 6 billion people will be killed, because 500 million people need to remain on this planet, because this is the, I don't know, the heaven for Jews, and yes, and people are too afraid to go to other planets because they fear that stupid people will use the fusion bombs to nuke themselves, basically. So, the idea is that we all need to cooperate with each other to prevent this war, because we already have the Stargate teams going to other worlds, and we can send billions of people there and relocate them. And also materials we can find in the asteroid fields, yes, in the solar system, and also of course on the foreign planets, yes. So this is my appeal to you, because I know you are a duke, I'm a prince. I also was a duke in my younger years. I know that the mission of a duke is to protect the borders of Holy Mother Russia and the borders of Europe. And I have noticed that in Liechtenstein there are princes of dukes, that are actually barons, yes. And the idea is we need to stand together, because otherwise the armies of Holy Mother Russia shall come and sweep the whole Europe. Your armies shall be now not a match for us. Goodbye.